How important is the law, and how important is your testimony? My name is Vince Davis, and I'm an attorney who represent people in the CPS and juvenile dependency courts throughout California. You know, I get these calls from clients or potential clients all the time, and they have done research on their own, and they believe they know what the law is. And they want to know, if the law is this, why is the judge doing that? And the answer is that your interpretation of the law may not be accurate. Just this morning I was speaking to someone who was having their first juvenile dependency hearing this morning at 10:30. And she called me and she recited the law to me. For the most part, she was about 80% correct on the law, about 20% incorrect, which is very important. But she didn't have any evidence through testimony and documents to help prove her case. The most important thing in any case is the evidence. It's the story. It's the documents that you present to the judge. Your interpretation of the law, that's going to be very difficult because you're probably not an attorney and the law is probably not what you think it is, at least 100%. So generally there is a general rule, but like everything in the law, there may be 50 to 100 exceptions. And if you're not an experienced lawyer in this area of the law, you won't know those exceptions. Here's one big exception I get all the time. Mr. Davis, I have a letter from my counselor. We're going to introduce that into evidence. Here's the problem. It's not admissible unless the county council and the other parties agree. Why? Because it's hearsay and there's no foundation. The response is, well, the social worker gets to do it. That's right. The social worker can rely and introduce hearsay evidence, and it's admissible even if you object to it. So it is important that you have evidence to disprove the social worker's theory at whatever type of hearing you are. If you're at your first hearing, where it's the detention hearing, or the second and third hearing, which are what they call the jurisdictional and dispositional hearings, you need evidence. You need people to get up on the witness stand and testify for you. You need documents with the preparer of the document there to say, hey, I wrote this letter and it's real. And you then introduce that into evidence. You need people, you need to put your children on the witness stand if that's appropriate in your case. You need your counselors, your therapist, your drug counselor, your anger management counselor, your individual therapist. You need your tests, your substance abuse counselor. You need your drug tests for them to come in and show that these are real and that you do not have a drug problem. All of these things are important, and if you think just because you know the bare law, that is not going to help you and it's not going to assist you in your case. In the conversation I had this morning, I told the woman, I said, look, you're going to be appointed an attorney who's going to represent you, and it's important for you to work with that attorney. And you're entitled to a one-day continuance if you need it to prepare. And she went on and told me what she found in the law and what she believed the law is and blah, 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 blah. And I told her, I said, look, let me be honest with you. You're going down the wrong track. I don't know where you got this strategy from, but it's not a good strategy. And I explained to her what probably should be done in her case, which she hadn't thought about. She didn't even know about or realize. She finally, after about a half hour, said to me, you know what, Mr. Davis, I appreciate the time you've taken to talk to me. I will try to rely on my court-appointed attorney and take his or her advice. But if I have questions, do you mind if I call you back? No, not at all. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably have questions about your case. I answer questions like this all the time. Please give me a call at 888-888-6582, and I'll answer your questions. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and share it with all of your friends and colleagues who might need this information. We'll see you next time in the next video.